Good morning students, welcome to Sri Vidya Mandir Higher Secondary School, Uttangarai. And today topic is presented by T. Sivagangan, Department of Botany, SVM School. Then what is the today topic? Pollinations. It is one of the topic of reproductions in flowering plants. It is a first chapter of 12th and it is one of the topic pollinations. Then what is called pollinations, how it takes place, then what are the essential agents that are involved in the pollinations, that's part we are going to discuss now. What is called pollinations? Pollination is nothing but transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. These are called pollinations. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. These are called pollinations. Let us understand. If take the LS of flowers, it is a centermost wall of the flower is called gynoecium. It is consist of stigma, style. A basal portion is called ovary. The first wall of the flower. It is a stalk of the flower is called pedicel. And upper cup shaped part of the pedicel is called thalamus. The thalamus which bears these four wall of the flower. What are the first wall of the flower is called calyx. So calyx. A second wall. These are called corolla. The third wall. It is a androecium. Innermost wall, fourth wall is called gynoecium. So, a flower which possesses all these four walls, they are said to be complete flowers. This is a calyx, this is a corolla, third wall, androecium, fourth wall, gynoecium. See, the first two walls, these are called non-essential wall. It is also called accessory wall because they do not involve in the reproductions. First wall is called calyx. A single unit of calyx is called sepals. Second wall is called corolla. A single unit of corolla is called petals. Third wall is androecium. Fourth wall is gynoecium. Androecium is made up of stamens. It is a stamen. A stamen consists of anther and filament. This totally it is a male sex organ is called androecium. Androecium is made up of stamen. Stamen consists of anther and filaments. And anthers are gets matured. And the pollen grains, a male gamete is called pollen grain, are also called microspores, are developed inside the pollen chamber. They gets mature anthers, it bursts open to release the male gamete is called pollen grains. In the innermost wall, that is called gynoecium. Gynoecium is made up of a basal portion is called ovary. It is a ovary. Inner to the ovary, it is a ovule. Ovule. And a middle portion is called style, the last stigma. See, it is a parts of the flowers. But pollinations are takes from where to where between the two essential organs. I mean, androecium, it is a male sex organ. Gynoecium, it is a female sex organs. So, the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma by the process called pollinations. As a result of pollinations, fertilizations are takes place. What is called fertilization? Fusion of male gamete with the female gamete, ovules. I mean pollen grains and ovules are fused together to form zygote. After true fertilization, this ovary part become developed into fruits. ovule part become developed into seed. So pollination, it is an important phenomena for the formation of fruits and seeds. Without pollination, there is no formation of fruits and seeds. So these are the importance. So such pollination, actually it is one of the wonderful mechanisms that provides food and shelter to the many of the pollinators. The pollinators, several agents, both biotic and abiotic factors also involved to transfer of these pollen grains to the sigma. And these biotic factors actually, the essential food. The food is provided by these flowers or by this mechanism called pollinations. So pollination, it is a mechanism that provide food and shelter to the pollinators. But many of the species, most of the plant species actually, pollinations are pollinated by a particular animal species. Because for that purpose, a particular animal species only, they pollinate their specific plants. For that purpose, both the pollinator as well as these flowers have to be modified. Both morphologically and genetically have to be modified. They exist in co-evolutions. Co-evolutions. What is called co-evolutions? How they existed? If take beak of the birds. Take the beak of the birds actually, the length, according to the length of the beak, the certain floral appendages, the corolla also have to be modified. It is a calyx, it is a corolla. So the basal regions of ovules part, they produce a innumerable number of, a large amount of nectars are secreted. It's nothing but honey. A sweet liquids also secreted. These are the food for these pollinators actually. For that purpose actually, the corolla of the flowers have to be modified or gets elongated according to the length of the beak. These are called co-evolutions. So, in generally, pollinations, it is a characteristic features of spermatophyta. Pollination, it is a characteristic features of spermatophyta. Then what is called spermatophyta? The word sperma means seeds. Seeds. Phyta means plants. Seed producing plants. These are called spermatophyta. Maximum pollinations, it is a characteristic features of spermatophyta plant. In spermatophyta actually, it includes two categories or two groups. One is gymnosperms. Gymnosperm. The another one is angiosperms. The word gymno means naked. Gymno means naked. Sperma means seeds. Naked seed producing plants. The word angio means box. Box. Sperma means seeds. Seeds are produced within the box. So there are two groups of spermatophytic plant. One is a gymnosperms, another one is a angiosperms. In gymnosperms, pollination actually it is a direct pollinations. In angiosperms, pollination actually it is a indirect pollinations. Why do we call in gymnosperm it is a direct? Gymnosperm actually it is a naked seed bearing plants. Ovules are naked without ovary. Here in gymnosperm, ovary is absent. So only ovules are exposed. So the pollen grains are directly deposited to the exposing ovules. These are called direct pollinations. But whereas in angiosperms actually, the ovules are present inside the ovary. So ovules are completely enclosed by ovary. Ovary is present in angiosperms. In angiosperms, The pollen grains are deposited only on the stigma, not for the ovules. So the pollen grains are gets entered to fuse with the ovule through style and stigma. So these are called indirect pollination. Remember once again, the indirect pollination takes place in angiosperm. Direct pollination takes place in gymnosperm. These two groups of the plants are they mainly involved in the pollinations. But majority of the angiosperms actually, the flowers are open. Flowers are open. I mean the essential sex organs androecium and gynoecium are exposed to the air for easily gets pollinations. The open. And such flowers are said to be, the open flowers are said to be chasmogamous flowers. Chasmogamous flowers. I mean what is called chasmogamous? Pollinations are takes place in the open of the flowers. These are called chasmogamous. But some plant species, the pollination takes place in the closed flowers actually. Closed flowers. The flowers are never opens. It remains are in a closed condition. So pollination takes place within the closed flowers. Such flowers are said to be clistogamous flowers. Clistogamous flower. So generally there are two types of flowers based on this pollination. One is a clistogamous flower, another one is a chasmogamous flower. In what is called chasmogamous flowers, the aerial flowers, I mean the flowers which is present on the above the soil, these are called aerial flowers. Are generally majority of the angiosperms are open in conditions. The pollination takes place in the open flowers. These are called chasmogamous flower. Such phenomena is said to be chasmogamy. And in closed flowers, the pollination takes place within the closed flowers. The flowers are never open, certain plants. Such flowers are said to be clistogamous flowers. This phenomenon is called clistogamy. Type of pollinations. There are two types of pollinations. One is self-pollinations, cross-pollinations. The self-pollination, it is also called autogamy. Cross-pollination, it is also called allogamy. The word auto means self. Gamos means marriage. I mean the marriage, self-marriage. These are also called autogamy. Cross-pollination is also called allogamy. The word allo means different, two different. Gamos means marriage. If you take the first one, self-pollinations, then what is called self-pollinations? Transfer of pollen grain from anther of a flower. See, it is a plant. It is a flower. It is a flower. It is a bisexual flower that contains both the sex organs androecium and gynoecium present in the same flower is called bisexual flower. The bisexual flower, it is a maximum chances for self-pollinations. There is a less chances for cross-pollinations. If the both sex organs present in the flowers, transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same flower or to the stigma of the another flower of the same plant. These are called self-pollinations. Once again, transfer of pollen grain from anther of a flower to the stigma of the same flower or to the another flower of the same plant. These are called self-pollinations. The self-pollination, it is also called autogamy, but it is a maximum characteristic of bisexual flower. In bisexual flowers, there is a more chances for self-pollination takes place. So, to promote the self-pollination, to ensure the self-pollination, there are several kinds of flowers have adopted, different type of mechanisms are adopted to promote the self-pollinations. What are the mechanisms that are adopted in the self-pollination, promote the self-pollination? The first mechanisms is called clistogamy. Clistogamy. Second, homogamy. The third one is incomplete dichogamy. So these are the mechanism adopted by bisexual flowers to promote the self-pollinations. The first one is cleistogamy, second one is homogamy, third one is incomplete dichogamy. Cleistogamy, certain species flowers are never opened, they remain in the closed conditions. So pollinations takes place within the closed flowers. These are called cleistogamy. By this, flower is said to be cleistogamous flowers. For example of cleistogamy, Commelina, Viola, then Oxalis have been reported this cleistogamous. I mean, in this type of plants, flowers are closed condition, pollinations takes place within the closed flowers. These are called cleistogamous. But in Commelina bengalensis, another one species actually, in Commelina bengalensis, there are two types of flowers are produced. One is chasmogamous flower, another one is cleistogamous flowers. Chasmogamous flower, second one is cleistogamous flowers. Then what is called chasmogamous? Open flower. Cleistogamous, closed flowers. So there are two different types of flowers are produced by the species called Commelina bengalensis. See, if take the diagram, underground portions, it's a aerial portion. It is a leaf. It is a leaf. Yes, it is a flowers. These flowers are actually aerial flower. They are open in conditions. It is highly bright in colors. It is highly a bright color flowers which are pollinated by insect. Such pollinations are said to be entomophilous conditions. In open flowers which is present in the aerial above the soils, these flowers are called chasmogamous flowers. But whereas in underground part, the underground part actually it is a stem, I mean rhizome. The branch rhizome stems are modified underground. It's a subterranean underground rhizomes which produce a flowers. So these are the flowers. These flowers are closed flowers. Such flowers are called cleistogamous flowers. Cleistogamous flowers. It's okay. In Commelina bengalensis actually there are two different types of flowers are produced. One is a aerial flower, is actually it is a highly bright in colors and they are pollinated by insect and it's a open condition. Such flower is said to be chasmogamous flowers. And the underground part rhizomes, subterranean underground part rhizomes to produce a flower is called cleistogamous, highly it is a dull color flowers. So there are two different type of pollinations are takes place. I mean for pollinations are takes place within the closed flowers and also as well as open flowers. Such flowers are called Commelina bengalensis plant flowers. There are two types of flowers. The second chances of self pollinations actually homogamy. The first one is actually cleistogamy And there are two types of flowers, Chasmogamous flowers and Clistogamous flowers produced by Coumelina bengalensis. Then the second chances for promotions of cell pollination is actually homogamy. Then what is called homogamy? The both sex organs such as androecium, gynoecium, otherwise called anther and stigma, they are mature at the same time. Mature at the same time. These are called homogamy. If the both sex organs are mature at the same time, the stigma, they are ready to receive the pollen grains for pollinations as a result of fertilization that takes place. It is a more chances for self pollinations. If they are mature at the different times, actually they do not carry out for self pollinations. So these are the homo means same, both male and female. I mean anther, it is a male sex organ. Stigma part, stigma, it is a part of female part. Both are mature at the same times. These are called homogamy. For example, if you take the example of homogamy, for example, Mirabilis jalaba. Jalaba, it is also called 4 o'clock plant. Then second one is Cathrandus roseus. Cathrandus roseus. So these are the two plants have been reported this homogamy. For example, one is Mirabilis jalaba 4 o'clock plant. Another one is Cathrandus roseus. The Cathrandus roseus which belongs to the family actually Apocynaceae. Apocynaceae family. Apocynaceae. And I would remember in Cathrandus roseus actually it possesses anti-cancerous property and it is against of cancers. But actually these drugs present are the biomolecule which is present in these plants. It is traced out by certain multinational corporations. We are the cultivators, we are the growers, but without adequate compensation, certain multinational corporations are patented by these plants, these Cathrandus roseus. It is an additional information. The Cathrandus roseus, it is a plant commonly called what we call in vernacular or colloquial language Nitya Kalyani. It is a local language or vernacular name, or we call in Tamil Nitya Kalyani. It is patented by certain multinational corporations due to its biomolecules that's present in these plants that is used to cure cancer. These are called anti-cancerous properties are present. Such plants have been reported, that's homogamy. Third one is the both sex organs, male and female, or otherwise anther and stigma, mature at the different time. That is a keyword. Mature at different time. If they mature at the different time, then how can possible to take place cell pollinations? Because during at the time of maturation, these both sex organs are gets overlapped. I mean the male sex organs, I mean anthers are above and below the stigma. Sorry, stigma below, anthers are placed at the above the stigma. If the both sex organs are gets overlapping, during at the time of maturation, the pollen grains are reaches the maturity, they burst open to dust the pollen grains on its own stigma. It is another one chances for to carry out for self pollinations. But actually in dichogamy, no chances for self pollination. It is a more chances for cross pollination. But due to its overlapping at the time of maturations, actually some chances also occurs for self pollinations. I mean in different time. That is a keyword. In dichogamy means the sex organs androecium, gynoecium actually different, I mean matured at the different times. These are called dichogamy. So once again, what are the chances for promotions of self pollination? There are three chances. One is clistogamy. Clisto means closed. I mean pollinations are takes place within the closed flowers. Clistogamy. except in Commelia bengalis, there are two types of flowers are produced. And the second one is homogamy. Both sex organs are matured at the same times. Homogamy. Third one is incomplete dichogamy. The next we are going to discuss cross pollinations. What is called cross pollination? It is also called allogamy. Allo means different. See, it is a flower. It is a flower of one plant. It is a flower of another plant. See, transfer of pollen grain from the stigma, from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the another flower, but same species. It is also Pisum sativum. It is a binomial name of pea plant. Both are Pisum sativum, but both plants are produced different type of flowers. The pollen grains are transferred from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the another flower of the another plant, but belongs to the same species. These are called cross pollinations. The cross pollinations, it is a chances for maximum for unisexual flower are also called monoecious conditions. Cross pollination. There are two types of cross pollinations. One is geitonogamy, then another one is first one is geitonogamy. Tonogamy. The second one is xenogamy. Then what is called geitonogamy? This type of pollinations, the pollens are dusted or deposited at the stigma of the another flowers, but belongs to the same species. These are called geitonogamy. See, it is a plant. The plant actually to produce two types of flowers. One is a male flower. It is a male flower. With only one sex, androecium only present, which is absent, gynoecium absent. Such flower is said to be staminate flower. In another branches actually to produce pistillate flowers. It is a female flower, also called pistillate flowers. So male flower it is also called staminate, female flowers are also called pistillate. See, if the both male and female flowers are present on the same plant, they are said to be monoecious plant. Monoecious, C-I-O-U-S, monoecious plants. Then what is called monoecious? Male and female flowers are get separated but present on the same plant. So the geitonogamy type of pollinations takes place in monoecious conditions as well as unisexual flowers. The word unisex means a flower with only one sex, either male or female. A flower with male, they are said to be staminate or also called male flower. A flower with only one sex organs are called female, gynoecium, they are said to be pistillate flowers. But it is not a bisexual flower, it is a unisexual present on the same flowers. But here, transfer of pollen grain and to the stigma between the two flowers, not for the same flower, it's not possible because a flower with only one sex only is present. So the transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a male flower to the stigma of the female flower. This type of pollination is called geitonogamy. Stigma of the another flower of the same plant. Geitonogamy. In geitonogamy, actually, genetically self-pollination. Actually, it is a neat question. Genetically self-pollination. But whereas in functionally or ecologically cross-pollinations. Functionally, it is a cross-pollinations. How? Genetically self-pollination. Pollen grains transfer from the same plant. This is genetically same as self-pollination. But whereas in ecologically or functionally, it is a two different flowers are involved. So ecologically, functionally, it is a cross-pollination. Cross means two different flowers are involved. But genetically, it is self-pollination. These are called geitonogamy. But in xenogamy, there are two different plants are involved, but same species. Yes, it is a xenogamy. What is called xenogamy? Genetically two different. Genetically different plants, but same species. For example, it is a plant. It is also another plant. For example, Oryza sativum. Oryza sativum. It is a binomial of rice plant. It's a variety ADT 16. ADT 16. It is also Oryza sativum. It is a variety CO15. It is a variety. But both are same species. Oryza sativum. It is a binomial of rice plant. But they are genetically two different. How? It is another one variety ADT 16 and another one is variety CO, that refers to Coimbatore variety CO15, ADT Adudurai 16. The pollination actually takes place between these two plants. Transfer of pollen grain from anthera of one flower to the stigma of the another flower of the different plant, but same species. So this type of pollinations, these are called xenogamy. It is only chances for cross pollination, no chances for self pollinations. Okay. So once again, in allogamy also cross pollination there are two types. One is geitonogamy, another one is xenogamy. In geitonogamy actually, it is commonly occurs in monoecious plant and also unisexual flowers. Both male and female flowers are present on the same plant. I mean the sexes are get separated. So this takes place between the same plant of the two different flowers. These are called geitonogamy. It is genetically it is a self pollinations, but ecologically or functionally it is a cross pollination. But whereas in xenogamy, transfer of pollen grains from an anther of a flower to the stigma of the another flower, but same species. It is another flower, but the same plant. It is another flower, different plant, but same species. It's a different plants. The next we are going to discuss what are the contrivances. I mean, what are the chances and what are the mechanisms that are adopted to promote cross pollinations.